The collapse of ecosystems and the massive loss of biodiversity would make it nearly impossible to rebuild a functioning global society. The Earth's environment would be so radically altered that it might take millions of years to recover. The Earth's ecosystems would need to go through a process of reorganization, and that could only happen if surviving species could adapt and evolve in new ways. But even then, it's unclear whether life could ever truly return to its pre-stoppage state. As the generations passed, some form of life might continue, but the Earth would no longer be a hospitable home for the species we know today. Life would have to adapt to an entirely new set of rules, and the planet's future would remain uncertain. Would life continue in some form, even if it could never return to what it once was? Or would Earth eventually become a cold, lifeless rock, left to drift aimlessly through space? As we wrap up, we'll discuss the ultimate fate of the Earth if the spin stopped forever. Could the planet survive this drastic change, or would it be the end for all life on Earth? Stay tuned for the final part of this thought experiment as we conclude our journey through this unimaginable scenario. As we reach the final part of this thought experiment, let's take a step back and consider the long-term fate of Earth. If its spin were to stop completely, would our planet ever be able to recover, or would it be doomed to slowly fade into a barren, uninhabitable world? First, let's think about what would happen in the long run, beyond the immediate chaos and destruction we've already discussed. The sudden stop of Earth's rotation would result in a drastic shift in the planet's structure. With no rotation, the Earth would no longer maintain its slight bulge at the equator, and its shape would eventually become more spherical, like a perfect ball. This change would take millions of years, but it would fundamentally alter the landscape of the planet. The lack of centrifugal force would cause shifts in the tectonic plates, and the world would continue to experience earthquakes as the land adjusts to the new equilibrium. In terms of survival, some life could persist in isolated regions, but it would no longer be the Earth we know. Over time, the planet would continue to cool, especially on the side that remained in perpetual darkness. This freezing side would become a vast wasteland, where temperatures would drop to unimaginable lows. The permanently sunlit side of the planet would become a scorched desert, where life could not survive. There would be no transition from day to night, no gentle cycle of light and dark that gives rhythm to life. Without that, Earth's ecosystems would collapse entirely. Species that depend on the day-night cycle to regulate their behavior would not survive, and food chains would be broken beyond repair. While it's possible that a few hardy organisms could adapt to this extreme environment, the number of species able to survive would be minuscule. The loss of biodiversity would be catastrophic. The ecosystems we rely on would be gone, and with them, the complex relationships between species that keep the balance of life in